Hey, how you doing, folks? Live from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It's Saturday night. Quick little monologue here. Kevin Feige decides to fire all of his activist people. Why? I tell you in one simple word. Backwards, but you know who it is. If that's not enough, how about this? Yeah. Because of the success of Deadpool, approaching $1 billion, he said, you know what? You woke people are no longer needed. Plain and simple. But once upon a time, you got these woke people saying, well, you got to add this agenda, you got to add this narrative. You know what's out there? Stop making good movies. Period. The success of Deadpool Wolverine says it all. It's kind of funny, though. When Ryan Reynolds was making Deadpool 2, he's trying to hope to get Ryan Reynolds. When Ryan Reynolds was making Deadpool 2, he's trying to get Hugh Jackman. And I forgot the reasons why. And I think Hugh Jackman wanted Wolverine to be his R-rated self. I mean, he's tired of Wolverine playing, PG-13 cup. This is Wolverine here. He's not some like Boy Scout. He's like anything but a Boy Scout. Drink liquor, smoke cigars, have a bad attitude. Yeah, that sounds like Wolverine to the T. And because the success of Deadpool Wolverine, Kevin Feige's like, you know what? I think we'll go back to what we used to make good movies. And the greatest proof that he compared, I imagine he paired Deadpool Wolverine's success to other ones like the Marvels, the Eternals. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Ant-Man was Quantumania is that bad. I don't think. I gotta check the box office. In fact, let me check the box office on Ant-Man was Quantumania out of curiosity though, because I don't think it's that bad. But I know Deadpool Wolverine beat it, beat it by quite a bit though. Ant-Man Quantumania. Go to Wikipedia, see how that goes. Not the soundtrack. I don't want the soundtrack, folks. Come on, really? And I think it's kind of sad the way that things went with Jonathan Major. I like the movie and all that. See on Wikipedia. Hold on. I don't want the soundtrack. You getting on my nerves with the soundtrack thing. I don't want soundtrack geniuses. And I talk about the music. Where is it? You know what? Let me fix this problem here with Ant-Man and Quantumania because this is driving me nuts. Simple copy paste. Not what I want it. Go to ignore. Select all. Delete all these. Thank you. Sheesh. Oh, that's what it was. Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. Don't bear me. I'm just curious to see how Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania have done. Thank you. Now to the box office. Okay. So, ouch. The budget for Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, the gross is $326 million. The box office, so in other words, though, they made barely over 100. Nope, they made less than $100 million profit. The good news, they made money, not a lot. My math's not as good, so we talk about what? They made about maybe 60 or $50 million profit. Now, mind you, they spent a lot of money, but they made money. Not a lot. They didn't crash and burn, but compared to the Marvels, they did better, way better than the Marvels. The Marvels, they just got wrecked. The Marvels got wrecked. Deadpool Wolverine, in fact, let me see the update on the box office on them. They went in higher. I'll tell you in a sec. $940 $1.3 million. You know that's going to hit $1 billion before next is over. You know, like it's going into Sunday, brand new week, and guarantee it's going to be $1 billion. The only thing I'm asking for is be about $1.5 to $1.6 billion to beat out Barbie. That's to prove my point. That's to prove my point. Sounds petty, but that's to prove my point. So where do I begin? One thing though, you got the Trump rally and Kamala Harris rallies and all that stuff. Now here's the thing: Donald Trump got a huge push, you know, as of lately though, because surprisingly, while I heard that Amber Rose is just speaking for the RNC, I'm thinking like, oh no. But I'm not going to tell you how Amber Rose did. I have to show you because I'm still surprised how well she did. I was impressed. I was surprised. And when you see how Meg Thee Stallion did, you're going like, give me a break and all that. You're going like, you can't be serious. But then again, this is a choice that Kamala Harris has chosen. I'd love to be shocked and surprised, but not. But ladies and gentlemen, the first person you're going to see speaking for the RNC is none other than Amber Rose.
To hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president.
Facts. Facts.
We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates.
These kinds of voices. I heard some grousing about this from some of the conservative. This is how you change the composition of the electorate.
That was probably the most dangerous speak for the Democratic coalition. That is a young woman of color. She's describing the experience a lot of people have, feeling that maybe if you're around too many liberals, you might get criticized too much, or you might not be able to speak your mind. And she spoke to it really well. And she's way more famous than any of us up here.
Facts. So true. And like I said, and the biggest thing that she did, she spoke to the issues, like why people should vote for Trump. But here's Kamala Harris's answer of another celebrity, and you tell me if she pretty much, you know, spoke what the American people want. This is Meg Thee Stallion. It's a rally, not a concert. You got some people going like, okay. You know what that sound is? That's the sound of the political matrix. Try to draw you back in. That's the sound of the Democratic plantation trying to drag you back to his plantation. And guess what? I have zero inclination to go back to that plantation ever again. I am staying out of that matrix, period. I'm not Neo, I'm not Morpheus, but I'm not going back to that plantation. I'm not going back to that matrix, no matter what. It's done. Simple as that. How did he make these guys saying like why we should vote for Kamala Harris? Oh, wait a minute, because she's a black female. That's it. Guess what? That's the same argument we used for Hillary Clinton. But she's a woman. Oh, we gotta protect our bodies on cause. Oh, we're gonna don't think I heard they talk about banning abortion. I think you better be a little bit more specific. Could they try to go like a blanket statement and say like, oh, this is what's gonna happen? You sure about that? Sure it's not the banning of a certain like pill that's unregulated that might cause complication. You sure about that? You have to get all your facts straight. That's one. In terms of birth control, that's about at least about close to a dozen ways for birth control. And the abortion is the end all to be all. And honestly, that's like the final solution, but how about not getting yourself in that position in the first place? How about being prepared? Or you want to be there's something men and be as promiscuous. I can tell you something. That because there are men who are hyper promiscuous, why are you messing with them? Men who are hyper promiscuous would make for horrible husbands and all that. Guys who can't stick to one woman and all that. Like say, guy went for over 100 women and he's gonna marry this one woman. The question is, with that one man he went for 100 women, can he stay faithful? That's the big question. If he can, that's great because he found that one woman that pretty much like stands out against the others. Now, what about the woman who has over 100 guys? Yeah. Her ability to pair bond will be shot to pieces. And most importantly, she will compare the other 100 guys to the one guy she will call herself settling with. Oh, I heard what I said, settling. Hold on a sec. Make sure no, because the point in text coming up. But long story short, I want someone to explain to me what is Kamala Harris going to do about the economy? Because last time I heard, isn't Biden supposed to build back better? And guess what? A lot of people who are struggling, still waiting. A lot of companies that are struggling and dying, still waiting. And right now, the open border situation, you know what I heard? All these people stuck illegally. I forgot the name, I think is Elizabeth Warren, I think. So about like all those people stuck illegally, there should be a pathway to citizenship. What about the people who are here now, who is here legally? What about the people who went through all the red tape with all that? What about them? So you're going to tell me all those people who is here legally, who done the right things, follow all the right directions, follow the law, you're going to say, nah, you're not coming in, you're done. People snuck in, you can come right in. No. Are you serious? That's like me like filling out all the paperwork, did A through Z to come here. In the last second, some Johnny come lately snuck in, pushed me to the side so he could get ahead of me, jump the line. No. But here's the reality though. Hold on a quick second. Go ahead, old friend, know what's up. That would be Ron Stasiak from class of 1987 at New High School. Give me a moment. On my YouTube channel. Yeah, but bottom line is this. She is supposedly called the border czar. In one moment, she's called the border czar, and next week, people say, oh, she's not the border czar. And meanwhile, it's on video. I'm sorry, it's on video. It's on the internet saying she's been appointed a border czar, and she sucks at it. Now it's like she's not the border czar. Which one is it? So between the economy and security, she sucks at it. And here's the thing, though. Remember the protesters who pretty much trashed DC and vandalized all the landmarks? The people who protested for the Hamas-Israel war? I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous, but I'm getting scared because with that border being wide open, Lord knows how many terrorists snuck in. And there's no vetting. It's kind of weird that we're in a country where if you don't get that shot, you don't work, you don't get paid, you don't get all sorts of benefits. But you got, Lord knows, maybe possibly tens of millions of people in this country who snuck in, not vetted, and not tested. You got any type of, COVID or any of this disease that could cause us problems. No one's vetting anyone. And the same people get food, room, board, etc. They getting the red carpet treatment. What about the poor and struggling right here, right now in these liberal cities? What about them? Do anybody care? Apparently, those politicians, those liberal states don't. And I know people say, oh, yes, they do, John. Really? I see way more of those politicians making greater efforts of placating these illegal migrants, these illegal immigrants, the illegal aliens. Yes, I said it because they're here illegally. And here's the thing. I blame both parties. I keep it a buck. I blame both the Democrats and Republicans. Each of them have an opportunity to close the border and update the immigration laws to make sure that if you want to come to the country, come here legally. As far as I can tell you, they both dropped the ball. Trump was the first one really ready to put his foot down and do it, and all of a sudden everybody said, well, we can't do that. That's being xenophobic. But the same people who call Trump xenophobic got their own armed detail and had their own secure living quarters, their own homes, whatever, and armed guards. Yeah, they can say that. And you're not going to tell me crime is not spiking all over the same cities you let these illegal migrants stay. You're not going to tell me that. Don't even try to tell me that that crap. But like I said, I've talked my thing about politics. What else can I talk about here? Oh, yeah, dating. This was kind of funny, though, because while I saw this, I kind of shake my head. I go on like, you can't be serious. You really cannot be serious. Oh, shame on me. I almost forgot about this one here. Anybody remember the rapper Nelly? Yeah. Yeah, he got in trouble with the law because he got caught with drugs. I think it was ecstasy, I think. And hold on a sec. Yep. Here's the irony though. This poor guy, he just won like about maybe like 50. Yeah, he won 50 G's in a slot jackpot. Yeah, he won like $50,000 only to get arrested. That kind of sucked. You thinking like, all right, this is outstanding. I won. Next thing you know, you're under arrest. It's like, whew, that turn went quick. That went south real quick. You was like riding high, won the 50 G's, kind of find out you're under arrest for, I think, carrying like 4 pills of ecstasy, not driving with insurance, stuff like that. I think it's a warrant and all that stuff. If I'm correct. Yeah, this is the one about Nelly, and I can find the video piece here. I can tell you about this. This is at this casino called Hollywood Casino. Check it out.
Nelly is facing charges after a run-in with Highway Patrol early this morning in Maryland Heights. Our Caroline Hecker actually joins us now in the newsroom with this developing story.
According to the arrest report from the Missouri State Highway Patrol, we know he was charged with possession of a controlled substance after troopers found 4 pills of ecstasy. He was also charged with driving without insurance. Now, after being booked by Highway Patrol, Maryland Heights police confirming Nelly was transferred to them, where he was booked for failure to appear on an old traffic charge.
But looking for Nelly, somehow he was released and all that. I think he somehow took care of all that. That's good for him. But I know it's pretty embarrassing. So hopefully, like, things go straight up for Nelly, and that'd be the end of that. And what else I want to talk about? Oh, this one's different. You remember Brittany Renner? Yeah. Crazy Brittany Renner. The moment she started drinking, she gets all sorts of out of pocket. I think on one podcast she started twerking some dude's pants and on some dude's lap, got out of control and all that stuff. Yeah, that Brittany Renner. Well, she's doing something new. Supposedly she's turning over a new leaf. In what form? Check this out. Even I can't believe it.
So I'm currently cleaning house, out with the old, in with the new, manifesting a new wardrobe, inshallah. I have no idea how this is gonna look. I have contractual obligations, clothes to wear, posts to do, bills that have to be paid, and, you know, showing up the best I can, right? Because I know that it's not gonna be perfect. I know that people may have a gripe. I mean, my arms are out, right? First of all, it's hot, and then I sweat like a puddle under my armpits. Not an excuse, but looking into Botox under my arms and finding clothes that are more aligned with where I'm headed, even if it's not to the book perfect. That's what this is all about for me, as I'm just going to show up and give my best, and every day my best gets better.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So, in short, she's going to become a Muslim. Now, whether she got fully converted, I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I'm like going, excuse me? But if for some reason you decide, like, you know what, turn the left around and go that path, okay, cool. You know, I'd rather go up to a path where she's like trying to straighten her life out. I said, good for her. You know, good. Because the path she's doing now, the way she was doing things before, she started to look pretty, she's not looking good. Now, can she follow through and stay on that path? Only time could tell. Only time could tell. See what else? Got my notes here, of course, you can clearly see. And this one here is, this like is pretty funny though. Not funny, but more like weird and in some ways sad, because this is why I'm not gonna lie to you. Time goes on, more and more men find it easy to be alone. If not that, they're rather like, you know what, they outside this country because the women here are getting ridiculous. And the sad part, not all modern women is bad, but nothing is enough to make a frustrated man like, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm out. And the funny thing, you can't blame them. You know, it's like it's expected to them to just put up with stuff and keep your mouth shut. And men say, like, I don't have to put this stuff. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut. I refuse to. And how can you blame them for being fed up? Oh, yep. This is from the Toronto Sun 4 days ago. She says, stop disrespecting my religion. And she got slammed for wearing a hijab and mocking Islam. Oh boy, that looks pretty rough. That looks very, very rough. Music finds this is what I'm not gonna like, you know, play like you know, play some clip. I'm not gonna play another clip. I'm gonna get that piece from the Toronto Sun. Some is I think is not happy with the fact that, you know, that she's some of the clip is she's making fun of their religions, which is being Muslim and all that. And like I said, it's up to her. But like even, but here's the thing: if you go convert to Muslim to be a Muslim, this is serious. Being a Muslim is a serious thing. You can't just assume like, you know, it's not like it's like okay, here I am, I'm Muslim. I'm gonna wear this habib. I gotta become a Muslim. No, you gotta do more than do that. You got more than just wear the garb. You gotta like change your lifestyle completely, big time. You know, being a Muslim is nothing to joke about, seriously. But this one here I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to find this one here. This one about this woman. This new thing that these women, these men, want to talk about this ick. Boy, this give me an ick, that give me an ick. This one here, you going like, are you serious? You got to see it for yourself. Check it out. Because I'm going like, so many men are looking and say like, I'm done.
I just went on a first date. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. We had dinner, drinks, got along. Tell me why this man at the end of the date goes, he walks me to my car and he goes, had such a wonderful evening with you. It was so great. Great to get to know you. Can I kiss you? Don't ever ask a girl, can I kiss you? That is an immediate ick. Like, do you guys just not have balls anymore? Literally, he should have just gone and been like, I had a great date with you, we had great chemistry, and then gave me a nice little smooch on the lips, and then we called it a night. There is nothing more unattractive than a man asking if they can kiss you. Men, do better.
Are you serious? Ma'am, you gotta understand something here. We are living in an age that a woman will call the cops on a man for looking at her. Looking at her. I see videos of women screaming, having a freak out attack because a man who's online right behind them, maybe a Walmart, any other store, is having a meltdown. And aren't you the same group of women that would have a offensive like, oh, women, don't talk to us, don't approach us, don't look our direction. You know, we don't want you, we don't need you. And all of a sudden, the moment you interact with us, of course we're going to ask permission. It's one thing like she's pulling on you and getting real close to you to a point where you might as well kiss her. Yes. But these days, men don't want to take a chance. Like I said, unless you give a real subtle cue, like, okay, she's ready to be kissed, and she get close to a point where you can might as well lean and kiss her, yes. But until then, don't assume, gentlemen. Don't. There's some guys with gambling, and he took a chance to be catching a charge. As you know, you don't really catch a SA charge. You don't be accused of rape. No. That's why more and more men say, you know what? It's not worth it anymore. It's not worth going on dates. It's not worth getting married because these women get ridiculous. And the sad thing is, not all women. You know, I feel bad for the women who are traditional, who do want to meet men, who do want to get married to them. But you got women like her who is killing and destroying the flow. Well, not destroying. She just blocked it altogether. Unbelievable. That's just totally ridiculous. What else? I mean, this is a crazy world. I mean, I know time's going to be crazy, but I didn't see this one coming. I look going like, wow, you can't be serious. This is from Lauren, the advocate. And you got to see this one here, because I'm going like, wow, that's just ridiculous. So check this one out. This is what I call mother stole daughter's inheritance for unpaid child support. Yeah, that sounds about as crazy as it sounds, but this is what happened. So check this out.
Filed for child support. My mom stole my inheritance that my dad left me.
Why would you do that?
What you mean, why would I do that? Did your dad pass away?
So you took my birth certificate? Did he ever pay child support?
So the dad never paid child support to the mom, but when he passed away, he left an inheritance to his daughter, and mom took it. So if the daughter received the inheritance in full, it means there were no other outstanding debts to pull from. Otherwise, the government would have absolutely snatched them up faster than a rat up a drain pipe. So I'm thinking mom never filed for child support. But here's the scary thing about child support. It's literally never too late to file for it. Because of this case, I have learned that you can even sue a dead man for child support. But morally, mom is ultimately wrong for going about this in all the wrong ways. I don't know how much that inheritance was, but I do know the cost of lost respect. Better invest some of that inheritance money in a good old folks home, because your daughter sure won't be. Remember, kids need parents they can trust a lot more than you need child support.
Facts. Shout out to Lauren, the advocate. And that's also very true. Number one, the fact that she stole from her daughter, is that some type of federal crime? You got to somehow get an ID and all that and steal it. Isn't it like a federal crime? Steal like that? And like Lauren said, she may take some of the money, invest it in an old folks home, because if that woman thinks she's going to stay with her daughter in her last final days, don't hold your breath. And don't be surprised if the daughter started to put a bug on her mom. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy because it's just wrong. You're going to steal from your own daughter because the man, they get child support. But here's the thing. And she called it right, though, too. If she did file for child support, the moment that the man passed away, the money came straight to her. It did. The excuse the mom used was very poor. What else I got? I might have maybe one more thing that I got called at night, because I did an early live stream about almost 2 hours early this afternoon. I started around a little bit after 1, and I went on for almost 2 hours. That was a long one, but that was incredible though. I had fun doing it though. You know, I was in rare form. Oh yeah, this one here will explain why men are this way. Hold it. Let me pause this real quick, though, so you can see what's going on here. And this is what it says. My husband of 6 years is divorcing me because he discovered that our firstborn is not his child. I think that's a very good grounds for divorce. A friend sold me out, and my husband demanded a paternity test, which came out negative. Shocker. Which means the friend knew the truth. He don't want the husband get any more hurt than he is. So check this out. The child is 5 this year, which sucks though, because the man really bonded with the child. That sucks. He bonded from the time the baby came home to when they raised the child to 5 years old. And this is what goes on. Am I wrong to think my husband is overreacting? Man, you not only cheated on your husband, you lied to your husband that you're having his baby, while in reality you have another man's baby, and you made him raise that child to age 5, and then when the truth came out, you're shocked and surprised he's reacting like this? Why are you shocked and surprised? It's one thing he knew and decided to raise your child on his own. That's one thing, but there's something about thinking you child care for your loins and find out it was a lie. That's a different level of hurt that women like that would never, ever, ever understand. He loves this child and has been a good father from birth. No kidding. No kidding. Why is he letting a mere test change? I can see this from the first time to the 31st. I can see it from the first time to the 31st time, and it still boggles my mind. A mere test? Yeah, a test that says that that's not his kid. That came from another man. He raised another man's child. The man that you cheated on. Don't you have a heart, ma'am? And I'm being polite while calling you that. Don't you have a soul? Don't you have anything that says like this is wrong? Maybe to tell the man something. No. And you wonder why young men stay single. I say, gentlemen, this generation is cooked. I mean, seriously cooked. I say, we're in a few years, hopefully the next batch of women is nothing like this. The child is still the same. Yeah, still the same, except it's not his, it's the other man. The child's still the same, intelligent, humble, loving, and cute. And the worst part about it, the biggest victim, besides the biggest victim, is the child. I don't get me wrong, the father suffered horribly, but the person who suffers the worst is going to be the child. The father's like a very close number 2, but the child suffers most because he's like been born in a situation he didn't ask to be in. That child did not ask to be born in this chaotic insanity. And the father, I know he's just crushed. He's hurt, and I know he's feeling a certain way to his future ex-wife. Can't we pray about it? Man, you should have prayed about it the moment you laid down with another man. You should have prayed about it. Maybe you should have prayed about it before you thought about laying down with another man. Can we pray about it and invite God to our house? You should have prayed to God to come to the house and stop you for doing something as stupid as lay down for another man. I am so drained right now. You've drained. You're drained. Your soon-to-be ex-husband wants to die. Deep inside, his heart, his soul, his spirit, he feels dead. But yet, you're drained. You started this mess. You started this dumpster fire, but now you make sense it's not that serious. It is so serious. But yet, you wonder why. I'm not going to lie to you, folks. I say we should start demanding for paternity test. Mandatory. It's kind of funny. The women want, like, they want free abortions, all 50 states and all that stuff. You know what? We want paternity test. All 50 states, no questions asked. Yes. And women's getting all scared. Oh, you cause mistrust. You cause mistrust. You know what? If you go to demand an abortion, which is another thing which to me is kind of sketchy, though. Like, so basically, what if the man wants to raise a child? Have you thought of it that way? No. It might say there's no deadbeats. Oh, they are deadbeats. Yeah, they are deadbeats. And anything, though, you want to go after the man for child support because he got you pregnant, by all means, yes. especially the man was involved in another relationship, whether he's married, engaged, or dating, yes, the guy should be smart enough to keep in his pants, but if he's stupid enough to get another woman pregnant, he should pay the price. He should deal with the consequences, but it should go both ways. Wow. That was an experience right there. Like I said, I can see this thing about again and again and again. And it still kind of blows my mind how they think it's not that serious. Think like, why would a test change everything? Because it does. Quite simply, it does. But people don't hear about that, especially women. They say like, oh, why change? No. And no. That is just so beyond sad. But what do you think, folks? Overall, terms paternity tests, I think it should be legalized. It should be enforced in the hospitals. And anything, though, the person who's a potential father should not be allowed to sign a birth certificate until it's proven like whether the child is his or not. If it's determined it's his, cool. Even if it's not, if he still wants to take care of the child, great. But if I'm a betting man and he finds his woman cheated on him and all that stuff, yeah, he has an option to walk away. And she had to find a man who actually knocked her up. Anyway, folks, I want to thank anybody who stopped by early this afternoon at 1 p.m. and rocked me for almost 2 hours. And it was a lot. It was a lot of effort and all that stuff, but I'm glad I did it. Maybe I might do it again soon. I doubt I'll be doing it anytime soon. I might do it like next month, do something like that. If things work out tomorrow, my special guest tomorrow, I'll probably do one more podcast tomorrow afternoon at 5. If things work out. If things don't work out, I'll let you know ahead of time. I might do like another podcast altogether, but I'll do one more podcast tomorrow. But I want to thank you folks for rocking with me. I'm going to get ready to do some things, maybe upload some more content, maybe do some little bit of housework, make some dinner. Then after that, I'm going to crash out because I got church tomorrow. So, folks, I want to thank you very much.